Hi everybody, EB here and welcome to today's video. Today's video is for the clueless, feckless and absolutely fucking useless newbie Warframe player. So just before we start, I'd like to give everybody a massive thanks and shout out for their support of the first video in this series. I never dreamt in my wildest fantasies it would get so many views.
All accounted for.
Yeah. Ordis, fuck off. So I'd like to say that right from the get-go. I'd also like to say I hope I can, in some minuscule, tiny, insignificant way, help your casual player who's got a real life, a job, possibly a family, and very little time to enjoy Warframe. Get some of that three-letter word out of the game. You all know what that three-letter word is. It's called F-U-N. Fun. And if you're not having fun, fuck off. Go and do something else that lets you enjoy and have a bit of fun. Because that, for the casual player, is the name of the game. Okay, so in the previous video, we set our mag up. We're good to go. Right? No, we're fucking not. Not yet. You've got one more thing that I personally recommend you do and get used to doing from the get-go. You don't have to do it. I'm not directing you to do it. I am merely recommend you get used to doing it. Okay? So, in my opinion, you should go to the Warframe market and type in codex. And here you'll see codex scanner. I would recommend you buy at least 10 bundles of these right from the get-go. Cost you 5,000 credits. You should have more than enough credits from completing your tutorial missions to be able to buy 10 lots of codex scanner. Go ahead and purchase those. Once you've done that, go back to that great big thing at the back of your ship called an arsenal. As you can see, we're in go slow fucking mode. Press X. Now, you have three icons up here. You know, the ones that my pointer's on. Pay fucking attention. Click on the third farthest right one. This is called your gear wheel. This allows you to, in effect, have a little backpack, gear wheel, sprocket pocket, whatever you want to call it. Left click on the gear item itself and a wheel will appear. Left click on the first entry. Double left click on your codex scanners. You will now see your codex scanner is deployed in slot 1. Okay, there's a very good reason for me encouraging you to do this right from the get-go. And you'll thank me for it much later on if you stick around and you're still having fun later on in the game. So, we're going to go ahead and do our first starter mission, aren't we? Yes, here we go. No, we're fucking not. Because when you very first come to the star chart, your settings by default, your public settings will be on public group. Which means if you leave it on public group and then go into a mission, chances are other, more experienced and better equipped players are going to join you while you're doing that mission. And they're going to zip through the mission, get to extraction, pile a whole shit ton of pressure on you because you don't know what you're doing or where you're fucking going, and then they're either going to extract before you can have a chance to do anything and the mission will end, or they're going to leave the game making you feel thoroughly inadequate and pissed off, and that's not the point of the game. So I heartily recommend you left click the bottom option solo for your first couple of missions, because you as an absolute fucking idiot need to get used to a few game mechanics and get used to controlling your Warframe. So let's select our first mission, E Prime. It's an extermination mission, Grenier levels 1 to 3. We've prepared our gorgeous Warframe. We've prepared our weapons. Let's go do it. Now again, these are just my personal recommendations from previously playing the game. and I'm going to go on the basis that you may have as little as a couple of hours a week to play the game. You've not got all day every day to sit here grinding shit out, doing stuff that a lot of content creators do. Okay, so here we are, we're in the mission. The first thing we're going to do is take it off jogging mode, right? Because she's got a Fitbit on her wrist and she's monitoring her blood pressure and her heart rate, and she's running around like a fucking chicken with shackles on. So let's put her into permanent sprint mode. There we go, that's better. Now we're moving with a bit of purpose. Already, that is so fucking cool. While we're here, let's also practice a couple of other movements. If we hold the control key down, we can slide like a bitch ass ninja. How cool is that? Fucking hell, that's cool. If we press the space bar, we can jump. If we double tap the space bar, we can double jump. And if we go back to the beginning here and bullet jump, wow, there we go. Now we're getting some fluid movement, which is one of the main themes of the game. To do this in game is a no-no. It just is. To do this in game is a yes. Oh yes. So do please practice your movement. And if you face palm and do something like this, bump right into a wall, it doesn't matter. Because what's important at this very, very early beginning stage of the game, you're starting to really enjoy your movement, which is, as I say, one of the backbones and one of the reasons why this game is super cool and all the rest are a load of fucking tat. Okay, so the one other thing that I don't know about you as a casual Warframe player at this point is, how do you want to play it? Do you want to rush in with a melee weapon, chop dice and ice and slice the motherfuckers? Is that your pleasure? Do you want to stay crouched and sneak around with a bow and arrow or a sniper rifle? Do you perhaps want to draw your sidearm and pretend that your name's Clint Eastwood, you dirty Harry, and you're going to give them a slice of a 45 Magnum between the eyes? I don't know that. Only you know that. So you need to figure out what is your passion and what is your pleasure in the game. Now, just before we proceed, I want to try and help you get into one other really, really useful habit, right? So, you remember before we left the orbiter spaceship, I got you to equip something on your gear wheel. It's called a codex scanner. So let's press and hold down the Q key on your keyboard and your gear wheel will appear. You can now select anything that's slotted into that gear wheel. So let's left click our codex. We have now dropped the use of our primary weapon and our sidearm weapon and replaced that with the codex scanner, which is really fucking cool. So if we now zoom in, oh my god, we've got full scope zooming ability, so we can survey the world around us. But on top of that, oh, what's that? The codex scanner will also show us active items within the tile set or the open world map that we're currently in. This is really cool. This is not just a scope to allow us to have a look at things. This is a way of us doing some really cool shit right from the get-go, which is going to benefit you so much later on in the game, which nobody bothers to fucking explain to you. So, here's a loot crate. We can scan it by holding down the left mouse button. So just once again, hold down your right mouse button to activate the codex scanner, and then hold down your left mouse button to scan an item. If you scan it successfully, it will give you a stealth scan or a whatever scan confirmation message at the end of it. Let's see if we can scan that. There we go. +10 scan. Those items have now all been scanned. If you want to get back to your primary weapon on the PC keyboard, press your F key twice and you're now back onto your primary weapon. See ya, big boy. You're fucking done. Okay, now if you want to keep your codex out and you're a little bit like me, an absolute melee hoe, then I've got good news for you. There's no need for a lot of complex, difficult to learn button switching, button mashing combinations just to be able to switch. So let's again hold down our Q key and left click our codex. Now if we right mouse button, we've got the codex scanner. Right, now I want to switch quickly to my melee weapon. Well, you can do, because in that button configuration customization screen, you can map any key or combination of keys to any button you want. So I've got two mouse buttons on the side of my mouse. The second one does my first Warframe skill. The first one I've dedicated to my melee weapon. So rather than having to press E on the keyboard, I can just hit a button on the mouse and she will chop, dice, ice and fucking slice anything that we come across. Now, the beauty of that is if I right click the mouse and hold the right mouse button, I can now use my codex scanner to survey what's up ahead. If this is your playstyle, I know for a fact now, thanks to old Cody, there's a couple of twats up here. Let's go and twat them. Hello boys. Bye bye boys. And we even got a stealth kill affinity bonus for that. Again, I can now look at all this shit that's being highlighted on the map. Hell, I can even scan it and add it to the codex if the twat will stand still fucking long enough. There we go. Got you, big boy. I don't think we can scan them because they're behind stuff, aren't they? And of course, things like Moonlight Thresh Cone, we can scan them and the lilies, and it will give you those as a reward at the end of the mission, which at the minute means fuck all to you, and you've got no fucking interest in it. I get it, but just getting used to A, your movement, and B, using your codex scanner as a bit of a surveillance tool right off the get-go. Hello, woof woof. Bye-bye, woof woof. Bye-bye, woof woof. Is a great fun way of getting you used to in-game mechanics right off the get-go without bombarding you with complex information. So let's go ahead, kill the woof woofs. Yeah, I know. But, you know, they're not your average everyday run-of-the-mill ho-hum pooches. So here's a cabral den. Let's trash it. Another woof woof. Another woof woof and another den done. Remember to jump over and hop round the back of these dens as you destroy them, because you might just get yourself a cheeky cabral egg, which will save you a bit of effort and hassle later on in the game. So we're in a situation where we're in an exterminate mission. We're practicing our movement, getting used to our warframe, using our codex scanner to survey all that's around us, and we've got to kill 32 enemies. So what are you waiting for, Ebes? Let's go do it. We can do it as Mr. Stealth. We can do it as an absolute fucking juggernaut. We can use a bow. We can use a gun. We can use a melee weapon. Hello, boys. Oh, bye-bye, boys. That gotta work. That gotta work. Now, just one other little tip. I can't talk for Volt and Excalibur because their skills are different. But we've got the sweetheart, the darling that is Mag. And her first skill, if you remember in the first video, is Vortex. What does that mean in idiot terms? It means if you press your one button, it's going to drag all the bodies towards you. Those that don't die in the process are going to be right in front of your mince pies, right in front of your little peepers, and all you've got to do is give them one dushing of your melee weapon, and they'll be ready to be put on the butcher's table. And it's a really, really cool way of learning your Warframe's abilities, whilst having just the most fun, awesome fucking time. So we've got another Cabral den somewhere here. Here it is. Let's absolutely annihilate it. And again, don't forget to jump over your Cabral dens, because now and again you will pick up things like Cabral eggs, which you may find really useful later on in the game. All you've got to do is follow your red dot, hexagon, septagon, octagon, I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm a jive arse noob. What do you expect? Really? Get over here! Come here! And there we've got a nice little pile of bodies. This is the inherent power of your Warframe. And your Warframe, whether you pick Mag, whether you pick Volt, or whether you pick Excalibur, are fucking awesome. Each in their own right. Boom! They are going to give you potentially many thousands of hours of pure pleasure. And believe you me, you'll be spending time at work daydreaming about getting your arse back home and logging into Warframe, because it's that fucking good. What other game do you get movement, cool abilities and loads of cool shit to be filling your boots with? And the cost for all of this? Absolutely fuck all. Wow. Wow. Good luck getting this fixed from other games. Now we've already interfered with. Now we've got a fuck ton of enemies up ahead. Oh, now we've got a fucking sticky grenade attached to us. Well done, Eves, you dickhead. Whee! Pull them all towards us. There's a nice group of chopped, dice, ice and sliced bodies. Herein is the power of fucking Warframe. It can not only make you feel like a superhuman Marvel character, it can make you do shit other games can only fucking fantasize about. And already here we are, arseholing about, bollocksing through the world of Warframe as a clueless, feckless and absolutely fucking useless newbie. And you know what? We're having the fucking time of our lives. We're having a right butt ton of fun. And it's interesting because when you do watch other content creators' channel and fucking, you know, they're going on about, oh, the grind is horrendous. They're going on about, there's no end game content, we have to wait too long, blah blah blah. You just play and enjoy the game. If you've got a couple of spare hours a week and you just potter through stuff and fill your boots, this is one of the most richly rewarding games on the planet. However, if you're going to come into this game with the ambitions of speeding through the star chart, crafting every weapon and warframe that there is in the game, max leveling it and getting to mastery rank MR30, oh my lord, you will quit the game faster than a tight bastard exiting a round from the bar. Look at this, this is fucking, I mean, really, other games can only fantasize about this shit. Look, we can do everything, we can roll, we can slide, we can jump, we can even hang in the air, and we've got a codex scanner we can use, which is not only functional and really, really fucking useful, it's also going to give us free shit just for taking a bit of time while we're pottering to scan stuff. Honestly, people, this game is so fucking good. If I hear one more content creator slagging the fuck off out of DE, I might just leave a nasty comment on the fucking content, just saying. What fucking more can DE do to wipe your arse and give you FUN in bucket loads for free. No laying out £60 or $80 here for this game. You just download it, install it, and fucking knock yourself out. Okay, let's go ahead. Complete the mission. I digress. There we go. Make sure you get to your extraction and complete your mission. Otherwise, you'll get fuck all of all these goodies that you've picked up. Always mission extract. Unless, of course, there's a real life reason why you can't. Okay, so my apologies. I'm sorry this video has been a little bit of a long one. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope in some tiny insignificant way I'm going to help brand new fucking clueless players to get some serious FUN out of what is, in my opinion, the best free-to-play game on the planet, bar fucking none. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, thumb the videos up or down. Remember, my channel is free forever. I will see you for another wicked Warframe fucking idiot video.